This is just driving me absolutely fucking insane. All right. We're going to try to do this a different way. Okay? We'll try this a different way and see if it works. And here we go. All right. I have something recording finally. I don't know if it's working. Thank you for joining Spaz'n Out. Always brought to you by Take Junk, which is my junk removal company. 844 Take Junk, takejunk.com. As you know, I want to keep working. I want to keep America working. I want to keep the economy rolling. So I've decided that I'm going to continue to work. And because I have decided that I'm going to continue to work, I am quarantined to my basement. As you can see, I'm recording this on Facebook Live as I do the podcast. The podcast won't be posted until you'll get this Monday morning. So if you're listening Monday morning, I recorded this on Sunday night in my basement in quarantine. My family has put me down in the basement. They've decided that it's not safe for me to be upstairs because I've decided to keep working. Now, I don't want to keep working. I mean, I don't like to work. I'm about as lazy as the next guy. I'd like to just stay home and not work. But I have to work. I have to take care of my family. And the amount of money that the government's going to give us, $1,200, not enough money, nor do I want the government's money. I don't need a bailout. I just want to work. So if the government's got some work for me and they want to hire Take Junk, dude, I'll go to work. I'm all about it. So there are some funny things that we've learned, or that I've learned about people over the last few days. I've been on social media like crazy, which is insane because people are deleting me off of Instagram at a rapid pace. Even on Facebook, nobody's watching anymore. I mean, anytime I go live, I usually get, I at least get up to 50 or 60 people watching. I got 20 right now. On Instagram, I lost 200 followers today. It's hilarious. It's like the more I do online stuff, the more people take off. So for those of you that are just joining, this is my podcast, which I started because I can't get anybody to hire me in radio. I'd like to be back on the radio. It's what I'm good at. It's what I did for many years, and I'd like to do it again, but nobody cares or wants to have me do it because I'm an old man now. And I can understand that, so I decided to start a podcast, which is called Spaz'n Out. And we're talking about the coronavirus right now because, unfortunately, that's all there is to talk about, is the coronavirus and the things that we're doing surrounding that. One thing I'm doing is going and profiling local restaurants and trying to get people to continue to order for them. The reason I'm doing this, it all stems from the Greg Hill Foundation, which is, if you go to greghillfoundation.org, they're doing something called Restaurant Strong, where if you donate some money, they're going to give the money to local restaurants. They've already raised over $400,000. And they're picking certain restaurants that are going to get some funds and they're going to get some help. But another way you can help is actually going to the restaurant. You can order, you can get delivery. So I did Polcare's on Route 1 in Saugus, which they're still open. I did Kelly's Roast Beef, which is here in Revere on the beach. The mayor has shut down Revere Beach and you can't go out there. You're not allowed, you can't do pickup. You have to have it delivered. So if you want to get from Kelly's, but you should try. Kelly's Roast Beef is awesome. My dad used to go to Kelly's Roast Beef. Great restaurant. You can see all those videos on my Facebook or on my Instagram, but, like I said, nobody's following me on Instagram anymore. They turned it off. They unfollowed me. They think I suck. Or you can check out my TikTok at SpazWAF. All right, so here's some funny stuff that I learned. I posted a poll on whether or not people are drinking in the bathroom like I am. And 61% of people drink in the bathroom. By that, I don't mean water. I'm talking about alcoholic beverages. I'm talking about keeping the Captain Morgan's people employed. So I drink in the bathroom, and I thought it'd be funny to find out who else did. And 61% of the people that follow me or that used to follow me drink in the bathroom. Another funny thing, I wonder what that really says about us, that we have to drink in the bathroom. I couldn't wait to get off the toilet to have a beverage. The other thing that I started to do, and I'm really against this, is profiling. I am profiling people that I think have the coronavirus, and I'm staying the fuck away from them. I was at Target, and I just saw a bunch of people, and I'm like, they have it. They have it. Stay the hell away from me. 6 feet isn't enough. Please get the hell away from me. 81% of the people that are following me, 81% profile people that they think have the coronavirus and they stay the hell away from them. Smell of shit doesn't curb. I can't, bud. Me trying to read while I'm doing this, it ain't working. It's not going to happen. Okay, let's go on to some other stuff that I thought was pretty interesting. That guy, what's his name? Fucci. The guy Fucci, Dr. Fucci, Anthony Fucci. He's thinking that we're going to have... if you're texting me while I'm Facebook Live, and it ain't happening. Fucci is saying 100,000 to 200,000 people in the United States are going to die from this virus. That's a staggering number. And it's kind of scary. Because, I mean, I don't want to stop working. They're probably going to have to shut me down before I'll keep working. I need to take care of my family. I understand that I could contact something and I could spread it to somebody else. But who's going to put food on the table? Honestly, what am I supposed to do? Just fucking stay home and not take care of my family? That's not going to happen. But that is pretty scary that he thinks somewhere between 100,000 and 200,000 will die in the United States. Now, there's some other stuff that I thought was pretty funny. I got to find the story. But state troopers in Rhode Island are tracking down New Yorkers. Anybody that comes into the state with a New York license plate is being sent back home. And then the people that are already here, they're being forced to be quarantined for 14 days. And they're actively hunting these people out. They're going door to door, trying to find people from New York. They're at the borders, not allowing people from New York into Rhode Island. They want to make sure the governor of Rhode Island wants to make sure the people in Rhode Island are safe. I hope to God that Governor Baker's doing the same thing here. Anybody from New York comes in this state, they should be sent home immediately. Anybody that's already here, lock them in the basement. You can't get out. Stay the hell away from everybody. There's 50,000+ people in the state of New York that have it. Please, Governor Baker, you better have the state police all along the New York state border. Keep these people the hell out of Massachusetts. Well, I guess if they're going to go to Springfield. No, I'm just kidding. So, state troopers in Rhode Island, they're on lockdown. Another thing that's happening is the government is now tracking citizens' movements using cell phone data. They're not getting the data from the cell phone company itself. Hold on. I just want to make sure this is still recording. So we're not getting it from the cell phone companies. Like Apple's not giving it away. It's the advertising companies that are giving it away. So they know where we are. Everything we're doing, they know. And I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I have nothing to hide. They're going to track me. They're going to be like, oh, this dude's been in his basement for like 14 days. So I'm not a problem. The reason they want to track people is they just want to see if people are getting together in big groups. They want to know our patterns. But I feel like that's it might be an overstep in our privacy. If you have nothing to hide, I guess it's no big deal. And hopefully there'll be a check and balance to get that power back. I doubt there would be. But I mean, I know how this works. I fucking do business with a franchise. They'll let you know when a guy walks into a funeral home. That when somebody dies, you'll find out about it so you can buy their fucking house. So the technology is crazy. And I guess if you don't think that they're listening and that they're watching and that they get this information, you're a moron. So there's one of those things where the government is snatching at a right to protect us. And I guess you have to decide as a citizen, is this okay that they've taken this right from us, or are you pissed off about it? Do you want to be safe, or do you want to have a certain right? And I guess in the end, I don't know that it really matters. I'd be more pissed off that in LA they're shutting down gun shops. I mean, I think it's absolute BS that you can't be able to buy a gun in LA, especially when they're not locking up criminals. You have criminals walking around the street that they're not arresting, and you're telling me I can't buy a gun and protect myself? That's absolutely insane. It's insanity. You should be able to protect yourself at all times, period. You're going to just make people go out and buy guns illegally, and then you're not going to know who has the guns. So the sheriff in LA, and in a lot of states now, they're trying to take the guns away from us. And they're basically just, what they're saying is they don't have enough people to do gun checks. They're bullshitting. They just want to take the guns from you. There's another good one. Hold on here. Isn't this fantastic? Maybe if I could just get a job in radio, I don't actually have to come up with the story. I could just give my opinion on it. There was another one that I wanted to talk about, but oh yeah, this is a good one. This dude in Maryland. You know what? Hold on. 1 second. I need to get paid. So this is what we'll do. The Facebook Live people, you're not going to go anywhere, but I have to go somewhere real quick. So let me take a quick break because I get 1 cent. I get literally 0.01 cent every time someone listens to the podcast and gets through the commercial. So the only person that's sponsoring me right now is the company that I'm actually doing the podcast on, which is Anchor. This isn't the commercial. I have to stop. They'll play the commercial. And then if you make it to the other side of the commercial, I get a cent. So hold on for a second. All right. I will be right back. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I got... Let me see. And here we go. What's today's date? The 27th? If it is. If it isn't, it isn't. 3/27 segment 1. Add to recording. Not yet. Okay, we're going to go back on in just 1 second here. And we'll pick it up with the guy from the man. All right. All right. Thank you for making it through the other side of that commercial. My family really appreciates it. The $8.01 that I've made off this podcast thus far is really helping the economy, and it's also helping my family greatly. If you would like to hear my podcast, you can hear it on Apple Podcasts. You could also get it on Spotify. What you do is you just look up Spaz, S-P-A-Z, comma, N-O-U-O-U-O-U-T out. Look up Spaz'n Out. And this podcast will post tomorrow at 5 a.m. So I post a podcast every day, Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. I'm learning how to do it. I'm getting a little bit better. I was trying to record it on my computer, but I couldn't. So I'm actually recording it on my iPad. The sound quality won't be the greatest, but it'll work. So on to the next thing is a man who was hosting a party in Maryland got arrested. So this douchebag was having a party. He had like over 60 people there. Someone called the cops on him. The cops showed up. They asked the guy to not have the party. So they said, hey, people who get together of 10 plus, you can't have it. You can't have 10 plus. You're spreading the virus, you douchebag. So the state troopers went over there. They arrested the guy. They disbanded the party. Apparently this is the second party that the guy's had since the virus outbreak has started. And honestly, people like that just piss me off. I'm trying to be a good guy and I'm trying to go out and make money for my family. I need to work. And I want to continue to go out and continue to work. But what's going to happen when idiots like that have parties with 60 plus people, they're going to force the United States, and Trump's already talked about it. He's already talking about maybe I'll quarantine New York, New Jersey, some parts of Connecticut, and force people to stay home. Because of idiots like this. Bud, 10 people or less, plain and simple. 6 feet apart. How tough is it? I'm trying to work and make money, and you're going to have the government force me down. And then I'm not going to be able to work. And then I'm not going to have any money. And then my kids aren't going to eat. It's ridiculous. And I'm not working with a lot of people. We're not going to touch each other. We're grabbing trash. We're throwing it on the back of the truck, and I'm taking it to the dump. But now they're going to force me to shut down because some douchebag in Maryland has to have a party with 60 plus people. Honestly, you know what they should do to that guy? Perfect. You know what they do? They throw the guy in prison and they infect him with the coronavirus. Put him in his own little cell, solitary confinement, stick him in the fucking hole for 60 days and get him sick. What a loser. So yeah, that guy should definitely be arrested. 100%. This is why the governor is like, oh, what is that? I think I got a little thing growing on my lip. That's for the people who are on Facebook Live. So this is my opinion on it. Governor Baker doesn't want to shut down completely. He didn't even want to do the shutdown that we have, but he didn't have a choice because people aren't listening. It's like here in Revere, the mayor, Arrigo, whatever the dude's name is, he didn't want to shut the beach down, but people kept going to the beach and they were hanging out with each other. And the dude had a bullhorn on the beach. Back up, 6 feet apart. No one's listening. So we had to shut the beach down, which affects the businesses up there. Like I said, Kelly's is still open, but you have to order for delivery, Grubhub or Uber Eats, and you can get it and you should get it. Continue to do business as usual. Let's keep America open. Hashtag keep America open. Hashtag keep working, whatever you want to call it. But we're heading for a straight up shutdown because people aren't staying away from each other. And guys like this douche in Maryland throws a party with 60 plus people. It's like the guy deserves to be arrested. And everybody that went, they should get arrested too. Why would you go to a place where there's 60 plus people? It's like the fucking supermarket. Honestly, so my family was talking about how they're going to quarantine me, which you guys can see. I am in quarantine. I'm in my basement. Look. All right, I'm just showing the people on Facebook Live, right? So I'm down in my basement. And I'm going to be locked down here till this thing is over. And I'm trying to explain to them that a banana is more likely to spread the coronavirus than I am. Let me give you my logic on that. A banana gets delivered to the grocery market. You know how many people touch the banana? And please, you people who say, oh, you don't eat the skin of the banana. It's not about eating the skin of the banana. It's about touching the banana, getting it on your hands, and then rubbing your face, and you get it. You know how many people touch it? I guarantee you at least 10 people. 10. I bet you there are 10 degrees of separation on the banana. The guy who picked the banana touched it. Then the guy that loaded on the truck touched it. Then the guy that put it in took it off the truck touched it. And then the douche at the grocery store who picked it up. Oh, this isn't right. Puts it down. Another one. They're not big enough. Put it down. Oh, banana's not good. Boom, put it down. At least 10 people at the grocery store touched it. And then Miss Annie, Kaylee, whoever's doing the food shopping, they buy the banana. Then the banana gets touched. The banana goes in the carriage that's been touched by 100 people. Then the banana comes out of the carriage and then it goes on the fucking beep line. Beep, 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 beep. That banana gets touched on the belt. That's disgusting. Then the cashier takes it, picks it up, goes beep, puts it in the bag. The banana should be fucking banned in the basement, not me. You get what I'm saying? You got people out in the parking lot at Target. They're washing their goods down, spraying it. But yet, nobody wants me to work. People are upset that I want to go out and I want to work. I would like to keep the economy rolling. That's how the economy stays alive. I make money. I buy the banana. The banana people get to stay in business. Then the people who distribute the banana stay in business. Then the grocery store that bought the banana and then sold the banana to me get to stay in business. So don't the people who go ding, beep, 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 the beep people, they stay in business. It's how the economy works. We have to keep working. We can't just sit back and be like, oh, let's let the government bail us out and, let's beef up unemployment and have every motherfucker on the planet apply for unemployment that hasn't had a job for the last 10 years and BS that they've been working and they're not even checking, so they're just giving the checks out to fucking everyone. That's ridiculous. So, anyways, I went on this rant because some idiot in Maryland is having had a party with over 60 plus people and the guy got arrested and he should have been arrested. It's disgusting. Just like that lady, I think it was out in California, that went into a grocery store and she coughed on the groceries. It's just insane. I don't know what these people are thinking. When you do that, they should be coughed on. They should have to go into a hospital, into a unit, without a PPE, without it. Oh man, we got to get the PPEs. Oh my God. So before we get to PPEs, they should be locked up in a unit where people have coronavirus and everybody should cough on them. Freaking and get them sick. You're a dick. All right. Let's get to the next topic. Last topic here for Spazing Out. If you want to get in touch with me, you can email me, Anthony@takejunk.com. Instagram is at SpazWAF, which I only have like 5 followers left because a shit ton of people decided they didn't want to be following me anymore because they think my videos suck. At SpazWAF Twitter. My TikTok is at Anthony Paz, or, you know, if you're on Facebook, you're on Facebook. You can DM me. So I made a video, you know, spontaneous video about PPEs and about Governor Baker and about us making them. Now the video's up on social media. It's got a lot of views. For me, it does. It's got, you know, 20,000 views on TikTok, which is a lot for me. My videos don't get that much because I suck. I usually get like 100. And a lot of people are weighing in on this topic. I'll give you the gist of what I said. Basically, I said, and there is good, I'll get to the good news of it. Basically, what I said is that the governor here in Massachusetts, not the president of the United States, the governor, Governor Baker, needs to meet with the CEOs and the owners of Converse, Reebok, and New Balance and have these people start making the PPEs, masks, gloves, goggles, or anybody here in Massachusetts that is involved in manufacturing. They should be making the stuff, the respirators, things like that. So they should, first off, they should want to do it. They shouldn't have to be forced to do it. You should never have to force a private business to do anything. They should just want to do it. These are the people who are going to buy stuff from you. If they're fucking dead, they can't buy shit from you anymore. So you should want to help. Now, good news is Reebok, New Balance, and Converse have started to make masks and started to work on making PPEs for the people. They're trying to figure out right now. If you actually go check on New Balance's Instagram, they have a photo of the prototype mask that they're working on. So they are working on it without the governor forcing them to do it. But the governor should have. Or I apologize. I'm not saying the governor should have. The governor should have reached out to them first. We have so many talented people living in the United States of America that we can create this stuff here. Now, of course, the big problem is most of our factories are overseas, so it's basically like starting from new. Except now, New Balance has a factory in Lawrence that they're putting to work immediately making PPEs. So if the governor, by chance, or if maybe you know the governor, the 18 of you watching on Facebook Live, or the 40 of you that listen to my podcast, and you happen to know Governor Baker, and you know him well, he's a good guy. I like him. I support him. But I would say this, Governor Baker, please, go on TV and let's not whine about the fact that we keep getting outbid by people for our PPEs, for our ventilators. Let's not whine. You're the governor of a fucking major state with the best colleges, with some of the best businesses. Let's talk to them and let's start making the masks ourselves. Let's do it here. Plain and simple. Sit down with these people and tell them, we're going to make the masks. We are going to save the people in Massachusetts. We will put this stuff together for our nurses. My cousin Christina is an RN. My Aunt Maria, she's a nurse. My brother Mike's wife, she's a doctor. There are people in my family that are working out there with people that have the coronavirus, and they don't have the PPEs, they don't have the gowns, they don't have the goggles. My neighbor, Catherine, she works with the people. I donated her some goggles the other day. Let's make them. Hashtag make the masks. Make the masks. Plain and simple. I shouldn't have to get fired up. I shouldn't have to be I'm a bum. Look at me. I'm a bum. I look like, I would profile me. If I saw me at the supermarket, I'd say, that's the guy. He's definitely got coronavirus. Get him away from me. But I shouldn't have to be the one that has to come out and say, hey, we live in America, the greatest country. Let's fucking make the masks. Let's do it ourselves. Let's get together. Let's get Robert Kraft. Let's get John Henry, Wick Grossbeck. Let the Jacobs family, I know people are pissed off at them. All the people that have money here in Massachusetts, don't force them. Ask them. Say, hey, can you turn your business over to making masks? Dude, if I could turn fucking Take Junk into a mask making company, I would. I would do it in a heartbeat. I don't make masks. I know nothing about manufacturing. But what I do know about is getting people together. It's simple. It's simple. Hey, it's like this. You go on TV. I'm Governor Baker now. I'm on TV. New Balance, Reebok, and Converse. I'd like to have a meeting with you. No excuses, because I know you all know that I'm saying this right now. Give me a call tomorrow at 9 a.m. Plain and simple. We'll have a conference tomorrow at 9 a.m. They'll call. They'll all be there. Plain and simple. Done just like that. Boom. Now, let's get on the federal level. Trump shouldn't have to step in. The states should be able to take care of themselves, but unfortunately, the governors can't seem to get their heads out of their asses. So Trump is slowly starting to step in. For example, he's making General Motors make the ventilators. He's getting Ford to start making the ventilators as well. He's forcing them to do this, which is unfortunate because he shouldn't have had to, because back in World War II, these companies and these businesses did it on their own without being forced. Or maybe they were forced. I wasn't around then. You know what? I don't even want to lie like I know. Hold on. So, let's stop making them. It's fairly, I'm not saying the process is simple, but I mean, I'm looking around my room and I'm seeing like a sleeping bag. Let's get the sleeping bag people to stop making masks. How hard is that? The My Pillow guy's doing it in Minnesota. Dude's a genius. He's taking his sheets that he's getting from like the United Emirates, and the guy's turning them into masks and gowns and PPEs, and we can't even do it here? Like, let's go. Stop making fluff. What, the fucking fluff company? Stop it. Stop mass producing masks. Man, it's ridiculous. All right. I guess that's all I got to talk about and bitch about tonight. So, my podcast, Spazn Out, brought to you by Anchor, brought to you by Take Junk. I'd like to keep working, so let's keep America working. Let's keep America open. If you need junk removal, 844-TAKE-JUNK, or you can book online at takejunk.com. You can also get me at Anthony at takejunk.com. I'm going to do this every night. I have to record my podcast no matter what. So it'll be Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. I'll record my podcast with you guys as you guys watch. But let me wrap this thing up on my podcast. Thank you so much for listening to Spazn Out. Please subscribe, like, share. Get it on Apple Podcast. Get it on Spotify. And please pass the word to the governor. Make the masks. PPE, we got the power to make them. All right. That's it. Man, I'm telling you, man. I got to take a look in the mirror. I got some gross crap on my lip. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging with me. I'll do this again tomorrow. Everybody have a good one. Stay safe. Keep working. Keep using restaurants. Keep clean.